Back at the Global Goals Studio. With many countries and regions in some form of lockdown, tight travel restrictions are severely impacting the global migrant community. In addition, with much of the world's attention on the pandemic, the issue of reaching out and helping these marginalized communities has not been front and center. With us today to talk about possible solutions are Patrick McGrory, Member and Fundraising Chair of the Global Solidarity Fund, Father Leonir Chiarello, Superior General of the Scalabrinian Missionaries, and Rebecca Marmot, Chief Sustainability Officer at Unilever. Father Leonir, I'd like to start with you. With an estimated 280 million migrants and refugees around the world today, and in the midst of a global pandemic, of course, their need for help is very great. Can you tell us a little about how the Global Solidarity Fund connects faith actors like the Catholic Church with private sector companies who actually need good workers?
Yes, faith-based organizations, including the Catholic religious congregations, are working closely with migrants and refugees on the ground, specifically at the community level. We are providing them different development and protection programs to facilitate their social and economic integration into the host society. And from this perspective, the Global Solidarity Fund is supporting the interconnection, the collaboration between the religious congregations and the private sector to provide migrants and refugees decent work. Like people everywhere, migrants and refugees, they want to be independent. And by providing them decent jobs is the best way to provide them these integrations. So the Global Solidarity Fund is fostering these synergies between the Catholic congregations, the private sector, and philanthropies, governments, and international organizations, supporting them to finding coherent solutions for the needs of marginalized people, including migrants and refugees.
Pat McGrory, what makes this form of outreach between faith communities and the private sector unique?
Yeah, to pick up with what Father Leonir was saying, the Global Solidarity Fund is a collection of business and philanthropic leaders, and the world's really coming together. We have all been impressed and inspired by the work of women and men religious, like Father Leonir Scalabrini's. We're also inspired by the global goals for 2030, and also the moral leadership of Pope Francis and the entirety of the Catholic Church. The Global Solidarity Fund is really unique because we're serving as a knowledge and wisdom broker in the form of a partnership network, ultimately with the goal of increasing impact at scale with the various projects around the world. We're going to serve as a catalyst for the value add and partnerships. And ultimately, we know who's doing amazing work, more importantly, that's replicable. So for many businesses, the time is now to take advantage of the opportunity, especially those who are focusing on increasing their social impact. And the Global Solidarity Fund is very highly efficient at increasing that impact. And it's a great way to get involved in that world-changing movement.
Please stay with us. You're watching the Global Goals Studio.